Right, folks. Yeah, you've seen these before. I got some more of these Sitka spruce tops, black walnut back and sides. They're made by a company called Ranch. I don't think these models are being made anymore, so I bought a few of the remainders. I've had these before. I've done videos on them before. They're Taylor-esque. They sound great. They sound like $500 guitars. They really do. I do have to do some setup, but they play really well. They're just really nice concert cutaway, select wood, and I love the walnut in the back. It's really well done, and they're nice and light. You can tell that there's not a lot of plywood on these guys. So anyway, I got some more of these if you're interested, but basically this video is to remind you that I don't get any kickbacks. All my reviews, everything I do on this channel is honest, and I tell you the way I think it is. I was watching a video the other day of a guy who seems to be doing a lot of reviews for the Glary guitars, a chap I haven't seen before. And he mentioned on one of the videos that he's developed a relationship with Glary and they're sending him guitars. And he'd had quite a few of them. That's not the case with me. No one has approached me about sending me guitars for reviews. Not one single company has done that, probably because my subscriber count and my videos don't generate enough watches to get their attention at the moment. So everything I show you, every single guitar that I've reviewed on this site, and it's probably now in the hundreds, all these strange, crazy brands that you've never heard of, I buy them. I've bought every single one. I, of course, find channels, and I use my experience in the industry to find these guitars. So I'm not paying retail on these guitars. I often am paying something equivalent to wholesale, as in point these guitars here. But I do buy them. They're not sent to me for free. They're not loaned to me for a video. So I am giving you a really honest review and description of every single guitar on here from the perspective of somebody that has paid money for them, and from the perspective, of course, of somebody that works on them. And I always try to make that caveat in my videos that you probably need some setup skills, or you need to know somebody who'll do the work for you at a good price to follow some of the examples that I'm setting on these videos. But I don't want anybody to think I'm getting any kickbacks, that I'm being paid, that I'm being sent free instruments. It's not the case. It's not happening. Well, it hasn't happened yet, and if it does, if anybody approaches me with an offer of any sorts, I will let you know. And I will tell you up front, if I'm ever reviewing a guitar that I didn't pay for. So, case in point, these, I think, guitars are worth easily $300 a piece, probably more. I really feel that about these guitars. With my setup, these are excellent guitars. I don't pay $300 for them. Obviously, I'm getting them a lot cheaper and putting the work in on them. I put 2 hours into these things. They need a lot of work on the frets. They often need truss rod adjustments, and they often need saddle work, either heightening or shortening. Sometimes I need to replace keys or do some nut slot work or stuff like that. But I buy them and do that work, so I'm earning whatever I get for them. And the videos that I put out on this channel, every single one are of guitars that I've paid for, had shipped to my house. I've selected, often for the purposes of making a video, to show you, to provide the information. Because a lot of times when I find guitars, I surf YouTube and I don't see any other reviews for that make. It happens quite often. I don't think there are more than maybe 2 or 3 other reviews on these guitars, if that. The Smyger guitars, no English based reviews. There are some Asian ones in other languages, but no English based reviews. Same with a lot of the ukuleles I show you. I'm the only one that has put a review on YouTube, and I really don't understand why they're not getting more hits. Maybe they're too obscure or not well known enough to grab people's attention yet, or maybe my videos aren't slick or gimmicky enough to attract a large following. I tend to be sort of a very serious chap, even though I have a wacky sense of humor. When I come on here, I'm all about, you know, these instruments, the quality that's available, and how price worthy they are, and whether you should check them out or not. And you know, there are lots of guitars that I haven't created videos of because I just thought I don't want to put my name behind these instruments. So by and large, when I show you an instrument, it's usually something that I like, or something that I think has merit or just needs a little tweaking or a little bit of work. But in every single instance, I paid for that. I paid to have it shipped to me. I did the work myself, and I'm telling you as honestly as I can what I think of that particular instrument for the price that I paid for it. Obviously, you don't buy a guitar for $100, $200, $300 and compare it to your $2,000 Martin or Taylor. That's not fair. I always keep the price or the price range in mind to qualify my comments. A guitar like this, I think is worthy of $350, $400. I think they're that well made. The wood's that good. So therefore I talk it up, because obviously I'm selling these guitars for around the $250 mark with a padded bag. So I can talk that up. But if I were reviewing this for $800 or $1,000, I obviously wouldn't make the same remarks, because the quality in comparison to the price changes. And my review is going to be a little bit different. So I just wanted to qualify that. There's so many reviewers on YouTube that are getting instruments sent to them, or are being asked to review on the conditions that they receive an instrument without pay. I want to qualify, I'm not doing that. None of my videos have been for guitars that I've received complimentary. So I just want to make that clear in case there's any question on that. All right, see you next time, folks.